Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm on a website called Geogebra, which is an interactive math and science application, and today I'm going to be showing you a little bit about functions. So we're going to be graphing some functions and also plotting some points. Alright, so starting off, we're going to go to the top right of the page and we're going to click on the 9 dots. Then you're going to go down and click on Geogebra Classic. Now this is the page where we'll start graphing our functions. To start graphing anything, we're going to go to the left side of the page and click on the input bar. Now we're going to type in the function of input x and we're going to put a simple expression to start off with. I'm choosing to do x squared. Now we have this nice little parabola which goes up into infinity. However, GeoGebra does allow you to limit the domains of a function, and we could do this by typing in another input. So this time I'm going to type in g of x is equal to, and then I'm going to type in function and pick the second option, which is function start x value and ending x value, which is your domain range. So our function rule this time will be x to the power of 3 or x cubed. And then you're going to want to click down to the start x part because you don't want to keep typing in as a superscript. I'm going to make the starting x value -2 and the ending x value +2. And there we go, we've graphed a function where x is bigger or equal to -2 and smaller or equal to +2. Now I'm going to create a slider which will let us see the different points on each of our functions. So let's go back to the input bar and we're going to type in a new variable. I'm just going to use variable n and we're going to make it equal to and then type in slider and then hover the slider option and click on the bottom part. So for our slider, you'll need to implement the minimum x value, the maximum x value, and the increment. And those are the only three that you technically need, but there are other parameters after that which you can also change as well. So I made my minimum value -2, my maximum value +2, and my increments are pretty small, so I did 0.01. And then you have to type in 2 right brackets to make it show up properly, and I'm just going to delete the rest of the parameters. Now you have a little slider, but it isn't on any of the functions yet. This time we're going to create a point. And of course, we're going to go back to our input bar to type in an expression. So I'm going to use the variable p and make p equal to a set of coordinates. Our x value is going to be just n, and then our y value is going to be a function of n. So for example, I'm going to use our first function, which is f of input n. And now you'll see that a dot has occurred on our parabola. So we can drag on our slider to see every point on this function that is from -2 to +2. Now let's put our slider onto our second function, g of x. To do this, we can simply go back to our point P and we can change the f of n to g of n. That way, the y value for the value n is going to be n cubed. So now when we drag our slider, it is now on our second function instead of our first. And you can see very specific points because we made our increment so small, so we made it 0.01 when we were typing in the parameters for our slider. And so that is a little bit about graphing some simple functions and also creating a slider which you can drag to see different points on your functions. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time.